Test 1, 2. All right, everyone, it looks like we're up and running live. I'm just going to make a few tweaks to the broadcast here while the Red Devils are getting ready. We are about 23 and a half minutes from kickoff here at Citizens Field.
We call it 5 minutes forward. Today's contest between the Red Fellows from Williston, Florida, and the Eastside High School Fighting Hymns.
Good evening, everyone. We've got about 5 minutes until the end of pregame, getting ready for kickoff here on Citizens Field at Milton Lewis Stadium.
Our officials tonight, referee Reed Surgeon, umpire Jeff Baldy, line judge Don Connery, linesman Justin Faber, back judge James Palmer, cross operator Pamela Archer, plate cross operator Yolanda Brown. All here open in this quarter of 50% information.
Last year, the year before you were there, weren't you? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Our color guard tonight is being presented by the Xavier Junior ROTC or Eastside High School. Color guard are Reginald Coleman, Justice Miguel Warren, Deon O'Reilly, and Adriana O'Reilly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please kindly rise as the band comes for two. Once they are in position, we will get this moment on national anthem.
Eastside Ram Marching Band is taking the field to prepare for the national anthem.
And now our national anthem. Captains on the field for the Red Devils, number 6, Kenny Taylor, number 9, Ryan Gregory, number 14, John Chapiclaw,
Captain take the field for the coin toss.
and number 88, Rafi Clary. For the Rams, number 3, American Pack.
Captains for this evening, number 14, quarterback John Jaskoff. Number 6, Tim the Toolman Taylor. Number 88, Ramey Webb. And number 9, Ryan Gagnon. Williston as the visiting team will get to call the toss. Looks like Williston has won the toss and elected to defer their option to the second half, which means Eastside should take the ball and will pick a side to defend. Eastside will receive the ball
Rams will receive the
to start the
kickoff
game.
and defend the North End zone. Captain for the Rams, Pregame, Honey Mitchell Johnson, Marco Daniels, Demarion, and E.J. Sutherland.
And here come the Red Devils.
Regina Burns, corner of the Grand Honda, tag number DCL, 1055, in return to the vehicle, 15 with Regina Burns, Black Honda, driving a Black Honda, tag number DCL,
Well, if you're watching at
1055.
home, that's definitely not your black Honda that you need to go and return to the vehicle for. And if you are watching at home, we want to say thank you for joining us this
Again,
evening
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's
as we
contest.
get our channel
Williston Red
launch for the
Devils against
boys,
the Fighting Rounds of
where
Eastside
we're
High School.
attempting to cover all ages of
First
Williston
thing we
youth
need to remind you
sports.
tonight, if you are here
Starting
tonight,
here with
go to
the
high school
varsity
and
football
go to
team
first grade,
of the Williston Red
question
Devils,
again, carry out, student,
who are currently
you
2 and
go to
1,
and get to, they're required to
traveling to
practice.
Gainesville to
On
take
first
on the
and
Eastside
second, by
Rams,
first grade, you will be blind. They'll do the
who are currently 2 and 2. And we're off. The Red Devils have made the stop just outside the 20-yard line, where Eastside will set up on 1st and 10.
Johnson on the return for the Rams. First pitch in Eastside, ball was over the 23-yard line.
Looks like the Red Devils have had to make a substitution for equipment. And a handoff in the backfield is stopped for a loss. Looks like about 2-yard loss
On the down.
where the Red Devils will have second down. And it looks like about
No
12 yards.
play.
For those of you on the vertical stream, the Eastside Rams have come out in a spread formation with the tailback to the left and throws a quick pass to the flat, which is completed for a
So
short
then
gain, going to bring up
reception by the
third
Rams.
down and 9.
Return by the Rams.
The Rams have trips to the left wide side of the field. Red Devils looks to be playing aggressive, no deep safeties.
Time out by the Rams.
Eastside calls a timeout in the face of the pressure.
Okay, also would like to acknowledge all of our sponsors for the Eastside Athletic and Eastside Football. We call Ice Cream, Baby Food, Burn Food, People in the District, those through the District, Super Forward, which is our District, Frank, and Frank Bradley Insurance. One-time sponsor, 30
The Red Devil faithful have traveled well tonight to Citizens Field to support the Red Devils. And the snap. Eastside quarterback is flush out of the pocket while running to the left side and just has to throw it away. It's going to be 4th and long. And the Rams are sending out the punt team. The Red Devils have gotten a 3 and out. Still learning the in and outs of the scoreboard operation here. So my apologies for that not running during the play. I'll try to keep it up to date with the clock here in the stadium.
Number 3 back to receive the Red Devils. Ceremonies like
Short punt by Eastside takes a favorable bounce. And the Red Devils will take over after their first 3 and out of the game on their own 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Red Devil ball. Red Devils are coming out in their traditional wing tee with a receiver to the left side of the formation. And takes a handoff up the middle, immediately gains a first down all the way out to exactly midfield. New set of downs, and they'll do it again with just over 10 minutes remaining. Handoff to the left side is met with a lot of resistance by Eastside, who makes a stop close to the line of scrimmage, if not for not a small loss in the play. Looks like we just got back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down, Williston. Red Devils come out with twins to the wide side of the field. The shotgun snap, direct taken for a short gain. It's going to be third and long. We'll call it 9 since it's just across midfield. Red Devils come out in a wing tee with the receiver down to our side on the field. While Jazz calls back the pass and just has to throw it away. Incomplete, where the Red Devils will have fourth down.
Number one, back to receive, down, around.
And the play clock didn't start there. Number 9, Ryan Gaggins back deep to punt. That's pretty difficult to show on the vertical stream, so we'll follow the ball here. Ryan hits a beautiful punt. That Eastside field inside their 10-yard line, where he evades a few tackles before being taken down at about the 14-yard line. Let's call it the 13-yard line, where it'll be first and 10. After one possession apiece, we're still tied 0-0. Handoff up the middle on an inside zone play goes for a short gain.
Number 11 on the stop. Granted, they're there.
And I hit the play.
Number 5 on the pair. With the right.
Eastside's in a spread with a running back set to the left of the QB. Red Devils are playing a little 3-high shell look. Pass out to the flat is incomplete. Looking at about 3rd and 7. Eastside's got trips to the wide side of the field, closest to us, and throws it out to the flat where he is immediately stopped. It's going to be 4th and long, and the Red Devils have 2 consecutive 3-and-outs on defense to start the game. Punt takes an Eastside bounce and leaves the Red Devils taking over on their second possession from their own 42. So give us a little bit back on the field position here, where our defense is playing a stellar game.
Call the 13.
Handoff up the middle. Stops at just a short gain, looks like of about one. Eastside defense looks well prepared for the wing T so far, but we'll see how that goes 3 quarters into it. Williston has a wide receiver away from us, wing T to the right. And with a little bit of confusion, we need to take a timeout and get organized on the offensive side of the ball. So with just about half of the first quarter gone, we haven't seen much offense. We've seen some really good defense.
Well,
Right. And another short carry. Leave us with third and a long 6. And we have an official timeout for water break.
Everybody give a big shout out to all of the here tonight. Hello, y'all doing? I can't do a long either.
Well, folks, so far, I think the scoreboard is working pretty well, except for maybe a little bit of operator error here and there, except for the fact, too, that Williston's record of 2-1. I've tried to put that in a few times and still get 2-2. But don't worry, we haven't lost that extra game.
1994 on the left side of the welcome to Eastside football. Remember to know that you need to do. Thank you very much. That's up to my ball.
Williston is lining up on third down with
Welcome home, class of 1994.
twins to our side of the field. Split backs in the backfield. Dascroft drops back to pass and completes it in the flat. But it looks like we're short of the line to gain, so we've got a decision here on 4th and short. Flag on the play. We've got a holding call against the Eastside Rams, 10-yard penalty. It wasn't enough for the first down. It already would have been an automatic first down. We got about 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and the Red Devils have handed off on a counter and picked up a chunk play. We're on the east side 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Red Devils.
Wing T to the right. Handoff up the middle is met with resistance. Amari Williams gets a carry of about half a yard.
Amari Williams.
It's 2nd and 9. And I missed the call there. So it looks like we're going to be 1st and 15.
15.
Red Devils adjust the formation to an unbalanced set for wing right, and we have a false start. That's going to mark off another 5 yards and make it 1st and 20. Oh, 1st and 25. What did I miss there? Motion to the left is met with a short game. Oh, actually, they marked them for a loss of about 2. Red Devils line up with the wings to the left, split backs in the backfield. Yazikov takes the time, looks at the field, and completes the pass. We get a chunk play to get us back to the 35-yard line.
By number 5,
We still got 3rd and about 17 after the gain of 10.
Got 17 for the Red Devils.
We're nearing the end of the first quarter. We have split backs in the backfield, twins to the left. And we've got a stoppage of play.
Offside going against the Red Devils. Linebacker. Third down
I would
and
assume
long
that's
range.
lining up in the neutral zone. We're going to be 3rd and 22.
Every player on the
Red Devils
field
have
for the
taken their second timeout of the first half.
Yeah.
Got an injured Eastside Ram on the field. So it looks like it was an injury timeout. Folks, it's a perfect night for football here in Gainesville. Slight breeze, clear sky with a few clouds. We just need the Red Devils to break the scoreless tie on this possession. The injured Ram is up and starting to walk off the field.
That's number 4 for the round. Jermaine Montague. Not doing my hand as it's through and makes it to the 7th down.
The rest of the teammates come out to greet him on his way off the field under his own power. Williston faces a long 3rd and 22 from their 40-yard line. We're just outside of Ryan's range for a field goal, although I'm sure he'd love to try one from this distance. Pass is complete, but only for about the original starting point of the drive. However, this is definitely in field goal range. We're on the 29-yard line of the Rams, which would put this. Well, looks like we're running the offense out. We've got Twins to our side with a wing back. Jazikoff rolls out on the right-hand side and completes the pass to what looks like just short of the first down line to gain. He gets to the 20-yard line, so Eastside will take over on downs after Williston almost
28.
converts after being
Concurrent
back
10.
at second and
Eastside.
27. But the Rams will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 20.
1 minute. 22 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 Eastside is currently
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the business without consent from the
lined
area
up
tonight.
with trips to the right, running back to the left, and an inside zone handoff. Goes for a gain of about 2.
Number 99, number 6, getting third on the top. Number 1, is on. Very much with on the track.
We're looking at 2nd and 7 to 8 yards. With less than a minute remaining in the first half, Eastside looks to try to establish an offensive rhythm and get their first down of the game. But the Red Devil defense would love to stop them from doing that. And the pass is complete out to the flat. It looks like they got exactly the line to gain, where it will be a 1st down for Eastside.
Number 5 on the reception for the rounds. With the white. 36 for the rounds.
We've got 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Eastside brings Crips receivers to the wide side of the field and hands off the ball inside. Gets a gain of about 6.5 to 7 yards. Where he's stopped short. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
The sign on the clock is that's the end of the first quarter.
So we're going to flip the sides of the field. We're at about 2nd and 4 from Eastside's 38-yard line.
That game will also be televised by Friday Night broadcast. All right, senior night is October the 18th against Sandalwood. Come out and enjoy the great Friday night of football. You can always find tickets at the GoFan app, which is the official app of the Florida High School Athletic Association. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Eastside High School Athletics for the latest on round athletics.
All right. Eastside has broken a big run down the left side. Crosses midfield to the Williston 30-yard line. There is a flag. There was a hold against Eastside. Let's see where the flag was thrown in relation to the play, and it looks like we're going to be Probably 1st and 10 again. Or excuse me.
Second down, 10 for the Rams.
Eastside sends a jet motion across the formation. And we're going to be about 3rd and 10. Want to thank everybody for trying to watch with us this evening. If you're on the horizontal stream, make sure to turn your phone sideways or pull up the horizontal stream on your TV on the YouTube app in order to enjoy it the best. If you're on the vertical stream, basically taking the middle, excuse me, the middle of the horizontal picture. So it's a much more condensed viewing experience, but we're trying to do a little something new. Eastside is lining up to punt on 4th down. And can't get exactly lined up, so they're calling a timeout to get themselves organized. That was the second timeout of the half called by the Eastside Rams.
Fourth and 6 for the Rams.
The Red Devils have forced another punt after the scare of the big run on called back for a hold. And it's rolling to a stop at about the 33-yard line.
There's a transfer down this ball.
The Red Devils take over on 1st and 10. Red Devils have lined up twin receivers to our left, split backs, and has run the ball up the middle for a short gain.
Down at 30-yard line.
After a gain of about 5, we're going to be 2nd and 5.
Here's the player on the field.
Looks like we've got a cramping issue for a Red Devil, so we're having an injury timeout.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for the Red Devils.
Looks to be okay after working that cramp out. All right, Red Devils have lined up twins to the right, split backs, and run up the middle is stopped after a short game. One of those is going to break after a little while. But we are also with another injury timeout. Boys, that's a loss. That's number 55, starting off at the line in Jackson Ridgeway. We need assistance coming off the field, so he's such a big part of the offensive line. We got to get a big part of the team to help him off the field. Red Devils line back up on offense. Split backs in the backfield. Unbalanced formation with a run up the middle. What we were just saying, one of these is going to break eventually. And after a gain all the way to the 40-yard line of the Eastside Ram, it's a 1st and 10 Williston. think that's the Loki theme song. The Eastside Ram band is playing. So for those of you who are comic book nerds like I am, you'll recognize that one. Split backs on the wing tee, and the counter breaks off a huge game. Count us off another 21 yards, where we have gotten to inside the red zone of the Rams. Just inside the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 19 and a half. We've got twins out to the right with split backs. And another handoff around the left edge. Gets a gain of about 4 yards, maybe 3.
Number 7, Phil. Number 2, DeMarco Daniels on the start for the round.
Jazzcall's pass is complete. Nice middle of the field throwing window. Gets us a first down. But we've got a flag on the play. Looks to be in the area of some sort of legal motion. Oh, the flag's waved off. So we are inside the 10-yard line, right on the 5 for first and goal, Williston. Threatening to break the scoreless tie late in the first half. Little over 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Looks like that one's going to be blown dead, where coach wanted a timeout prior to the start of the play. I don't think we ever really got set. So he saw the confusion and made sure to call the timeout before we got an illegal motion penalty. So there we go. It's like some of the medical staff on the east side have come over to our sideline to help young Mr. Ridgeway. East side defense has come out on the field to attempt to stop the Red Devils from scoring to break the 0-0 tie. And they stopped Mr. Williams for a short game.
No gain on the play.
We're going to call it second and goal from the 4. We got a wide receiver to the Williston stand side of the field, and the direct snap to Mr. Williams, who hands off the underneath. We got another short game.
Put the ball down at about the 1 yard line.
20 plus years ago, this would have just been a pat up underneath the center from the QB, and a silent sneak would try to take advantage of the defense listening for a snap count. But let's see what the Red Devils do here on 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line. Very tight split, swing to the right, and it looks like Mr. Jazikov is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Looks like they're going to try to figure out what that was there, but we might be on the 3-inch line. Let's see if we can get real close in there to see just how far away this one is.
3 or 4 downs.
Guys, you can't even tell where the football is in between the one referee standing on the goal line. That's how close we are. I'd like to be able to have a microphone good enough to listen to that conversation from here. It's like, well, guys, they're real close. All they got to do is move it forward 2 or 3 inches. And the direct snap goes for a touchdown where Raven had me fooled, flooded the middle of the field with what looked like to be another attempt to go right up the middle, but Mr. Williams takes it around the left edge for the Red Devil touchdown to break the 0-0 tie. And we've got another penalty marker on the field. I'm a little bit late on that touchdown alert there. And the extra point was good. The Red Devils have made it 7-0. All right, guys, I got to reset the clock here. It's 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second. We are currently waiting for getting set up here for the kickoff. Oh, I lost it, guys. I'm sorry.
They bring it to the 21-yard line to the Rams. USA going with first and 10. Inside.
All right, Eastside takes over on offense, 1st and 10 from their 21-yard line. They've got trips to the right, running back to the right. And they find a hole in the middle of the Red Devil defense to get a short, actually a gain of about a first down.
On the carry. First and 10. Rams.
Inside again with a inside zone play. They're starting to find some soft creases in the defensive line.
On there. First and 10. Rams.
Rams come out in the same formation as they were in the last play, but send a jet motion to the right, and that just didn't work at all. And we're going to get a taunting penalty after the big stop, but it was also a big hit. The Red Devil faithful who made the trek over here are letting the refs hear about it. So we're going to give them 15 yards, and that's going to represent the biggest gain so far for the Eastside Rams, except for the one that was called back on a penalty. We'll see if it gives them a little momentum here. But we've got trips to the left, quarterback and running back set to the shotgun with the running back to the right of the QB. Looks like they're adjusting to the side there. And the play's blown dead before it even starts.
Offside against the Red Devils.
And it's offsides against the Devils. It's going to mark off 5 yards and make it 1st and 5. Trips to the left, running back to the right. Rams are getting a call in from the sideline. They flip the running back and call the inside run play that is stopped short by 10 to 2-man Taylor after a gain of about 2 yards. However, because it was 1st and 5, it's going to make it 2nd and short. We'll say a long 2 or a short 3.
Number 28 on the carry for the Rams. McClellan.
The Rams are steadily working their way down against the Red Devil
13
defense right
rounds,
now
ball is at
after
the 36
the Tompkins
yard
penalty.
line of the Red Devils.
We're at 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. But the inside run is stopped real short. Looks like we're going to even be a loss of 2 yards. Maybe just one.
Robinson on the stop. Number 3 on the over the reception for the round, and I Houston. Almost
After a gain of about
first down
7
for the
yards on
round.
the pass to the flat from the wingback in
About
motion,
3 third down
we've got
short,
third
down
and
7.
4, 3rd and 3. The Red Devil defense is lined up trying to get a 3rd down conversion and get off the field. But the running back takes the inside zone handoff and picks up a gain of about 15 yards to get to the 15-yard line of the Williston Red
Number
Devils.
6 on the carry for the round, 4 and 3rd.
However, now we've got a matter of timing with under 40 seconds left for the Rams. They've also got, and the Red Devils almost kick off the pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 15 inside the red zone of the Devils.
Now for the ball belongs to Tim Robinson. Would you please report to the Blue game? Daniel Tanner, flag number 9, X, BMCT.
The clock at the stadium says 20.1 seconds. And Eastside drops the pass. We're going to try to even it up here.
A silver Tesla, a white Hero, and a
There are
blue Chevy.
14.4 seconds on the scoreboard.
Please acknowledge. Please report to your cars parked there by the fire station. You are in jeopardy of every home.
Eastside's back to pass, completes it over the middle, and that's going to be an Eastside touchdown to take it in with 6.8 seconds remaining for it.
Number 1, Ray Brown, Hunter Buster Johnson, on the reception to number 87.
Rams line up for the extra point to try to even it up right before the end of the half. 7. And it's no good.
That makes it go around quick.
The Red Devils are going to attempt to take it into the half with a 1-point lead unless something crazy happens on this ensuing
If
kickoff.
you want something good to do, something good, follow the break. I would suggest that you start making your way right back down there to the central area between Bonnie by the Romney family. This together. I went earlier, and it was very good. Tell my question, that will give you no discount. You can question everyone. Drive along. Always. Whether you are ladies and gentlemen, how far games or Eastside game fails. With Eastside, that's the best side. Now on the territory with 6 points, 11 with 7. 6.8 seconds left, and it's half. You have the substitution in the halftime, 3 rounds that guarantees you will enjoy the halftime show.
We heard them, folks. We're going to get a performance from the Eastside Rams marching band for halftime. And what was I saying about something special possibly happening at the end of the half? That looked like a penalty right there that might not have been called. However, we almost took one back to the house in order to try to make it a. Oh, but they did call a holding on us somewhere back in the kickoff. So even if we would have taken it the distance, it wouldn't have counted. So we're at halftime now.
Once again, I'd like to say welcome to our fans all the way from Williston. Thank you for coming and sharing with us downtown Davisville, folks. I don't even know that dude. Who is that? Why you ain't got on orange and green, boy? You don't get around that hard. You're thinking that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest here tonight with us as we are entering the field. These beautiful young ladies are the many round cheerleaders who have participated over the last few weeks in the Woman with the Round cheerleading camp. If y'all don't mind, and if you can hear me out of the clear, how about let's show these young ladies some love tonight as we prepare to perform the music. Y'all know this here, so I'll give you your that meeting. Almost done with praying. You just crazy. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Checking in on halftime with some of the things going on around college football tomorrow. Of course, you're always more than welcome to come up to Booster Stadium in Williston, where the Williston Raiders will be closing out their schedule against the Pine Forest Rattlers. You can check out the Williston Raiders on Facebook to get all the start times, but I would recommend getting there before 10 a.m. to catch the little guys. The 6 under team will be the first ones to start. For you college football fans, Stanford is currently leading Syracuse 10-3 in the second quarter. Stanford has traveled all the way across the country to take on Syracuse. The Cornhuskers are currently on top of the Fighting Illini 10-7 towards the end of the first quarter.
And now entering the stadium, the Varsity
Top
band.
25 matchups tomorrow include the Thunder and Herd of Marshall traveling to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. That will be noon. On Fox, you have the Wolfpack of NC State taking on the Clemson Tigers. That's also
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, the champion
noon,
ladies
but
and
on ABC and ESPN Plus. The Gators are a noon game, traveling up to Starkville, Mississippi to take on the Bulldogs of Mississippi State at noon. That should be on ESPN.
Daniel Panella, fielding from the foul station.
Other top 25 matchups include Iowa State taking on Arkansas State at 2 p.m.
It's Green and Silver Tesla.
Penn
Daniela,
State Nittany Lions will host
with all
Kent State
varsity moves
at 3:30. If you know the Kent
from the
State
front of the foul
mascot off
station.
the top of your head, drop it in the chat because I definitely just forgot it when
No more
talking
warning.
about it, and I'm usually pretty good about that. And what could be one of the games of the day? The Trojans of USC are taking on the Michigan Wolverines in Ann Arbor at the Big House. And in the meantime, I'm going to zoom out and let you see the Red Devil marching band. Also, just to mention again, if you're on the vertical stream, it's just a simulcast of the horizontal stream. So if you would like to get the full picture, switch over to the horizontal stream and just turn your phone sideways. Or if you got the YouTube app on your TV, feel free to throw it up on there. Just trying to make sure we get as many options available to people. And once we get a little bit more developed, hopefully have an additional camera running the vertical stream where we can have a wider field of view. We're figuring out a few things here and there. The scoreboard bug is working pretty decent, but I'm definitely going to need some extra help here in the near future to run some of the things while keeping the camera, the scoreboard, have a little color commentary. Also, folks, if you don't mind it while you're watching at home, please make sure to drop a like on the stream, whichever stream you're on. That'll help other people that are nearby in Williston and the surrounding area find our stream to see how well the Williston Red Devils in our little town are traveling over to Gainesville to take on a high school multiple times our size with the Eastside Rams and leading them at the half. Liking and subscribing to the channel is free and helps out more than you know, right? There's the algorithms that Google use to help make sure that people that are around you as your neighbors with similar interests can find the stuff that they would want to see. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have some repeat visitors when we bring you some Williston Raider football action from Booster Stadium. If you'd like to see the little guys in person, though, come on up. It's actually pretty fun to watch them. You see a lot of the same elements that are showing up on Friday night from the little guys on Saturday morning. If y'all can actually hear the band playing right now on my shotgun mic, let me know in the chat because I'm still working on sound setup to pick up different stuff like sounds from the field. That's your Red Devil band. Interesting enough, I'm picking them up better as the closer they got to the east side stands. That's a nice little sound bouncing
Come
off
on,
of the
boys,
other
just go
side
get
of the
left to your
stadium
own
for you.
band.
Red Devils won the toss at the beginning of the game and
Make sure
deferred, so they're
everybody's on
going to
the
get the
same
ball to
page.
start
The
the second
Eastside
half.
High School marching band is a direct concept tonight on the field.
You definitely
And
found
obviously
a
a
pretty
lot of
good
Williston
rhythm
band super talented right there here at Citizens City. Thank you so much,
at
Eastside.
the end
Thank
of the
you so
first
much,
half and
Williston.
scored our touchdown. Hopefully we can come out with that same rhythm
That's on sportsmanship and
and put another one up on the
hospitality.
board to put the pressure on the Rams to turn around and either keep up with an answer or
Only
let
thing
us start to pull away in the second half. Some of the warm-up activities. So if you've got a young athlete at home that wants to play for the red and white, you can show them some of the drills that they can do in their spare time. You know, if my kids are watching at home, they see us doing some of the same things for their flag football. And you'll see the Raiders tomorrow do some of the same stuff as well. Pretty soon we'd like to start up a simulcast as well on the horizontal stream on Facebook Live. Looking into a couple other platforms. You can follow us on Twitter, X, whatever you call it these days, at Watch the Dub. On Facebook and Instagram, we are Williston Sports Station. On YouTube, we're at Williston Sports Station. Williston Sports Station was just a little too long for Twitter handle, so we couldn't use that one. But the links are in the videos that we're posting of some of your old historical Williston videos. So if you have any of those that you think we would be able to convert and put on YouTube to preserve some of our sports history, reach out to me at robert.mack@willistonsportstation.com. If it's an old VHS, don't worry, I've got a working VCR and digital conversion kit. If it's a DVD, I've got that too. I even was donated some VHS-C from Breeden Pulpwood and Miss Lisa Breeden, who has graciously donated a bunch of tapes for us to be able to go back and show how Williston used to play back in the day while keeping up with the current events. So if you see Miss Lisa at one of the games or around town, make sure to tell her thank you as I'm getting them added on there. I know Marlon was happy I got some 1999 game film on there last night, and he gets to show some of his Williston Raiders how he used to turn and burn around the corners when he was running for 2K before CJ did it. Spoke to Blake Fugit this evening and asked him if any of the ones I got happened to be from 1998, where he was a starting quarterback, and he liked giving me the rundown of his 4 years since he was a senior when I was a freshman, and I don't remember the lineups from when I was in middle school playing for Coach Rude. Let's go. That's a name I know y'all haven't heard in forever. If you're watching and you happen to be somebody I coached back at the middle school, leave me a shout out in the comments. All I know is the way the boys came out looking prepared. I know nobody stayed up late last night playing season 6 of Modern Warfare 3. Not all of us can say the same, right? Although since y'all have seen some of my film from back in 2000 and 2001, y'all know a late night for me is more like 10 o'clock. But if you like to run it on Rebirth Island, hit me up, let me know. All right, guys, post your predictions in the chat of what our second half is going to be. I want to see who gets the closest to the final score prediction. We're at 7-6 right now, right? So let's get them in there within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Have some bragging rights for who actually nails this for the second half. Do you have any predictions for who and how touchdowns are scored? Throw those in the chat as well. But the kickoff starts the second half. And we bring it out to about the 25-yard line.
Oh, I forgot. Welcome to the great contest tonight. Devils against the Lamb.
And it's actually marked on the 24. If you're watching from home and you also played football for Williston, drop what year you played so that way I can tag you when I post some of your video online so you can know about it. All right, guys? We got another short game on first down, gain of about 4. Red Devils line up in a two-back set, and Damari is about to break a run right up the middle, and the turf monster gets a hold of him. But not until after he gets the first down for the Red Devils. Not sure who you credit on the tackle on that one, but the folks at Eastside told me they had a lot of rain lately, and the turf was not in the greatest shape, but it is still Citizens Field. I never got to play here. This will be something the boys remember for a long time, especially since they've got a copy of it on YouTube. You heard the stadium announcer, gain of about 1. We're going to call it 2nd and 9. Red Devils are chewing up yardage and chewing up the clock to start the second half here. Twin back set, receivers on both sides of the formation, and the handoff goes up the middle for a gain of about 2. We're going to have 3rd and 7 or 3rd and a long 6. Definitely not 3rd and 97 as I accidentally just put on the scoreboard. Let's get that fixed real quick. I don't even know if there's ever been a 3rd and 97 in the history of Williston football. Motion out of the backfield. Vazikov sprints out and manages to throw it away, but flag comes in late, right in the area of intentional grounding. That penalty comes with a loss of down and the yardage at the penalty marker. So the punt team's going to come out on the first possession of the second half for the Red Devils, which ends with a sack to the credit of the Rams and a fourth down after a loss of about 13 yards. Ryan Gagnon's back to punt. Snaps a little high, but he brings it in, gets the kick down, and hits a pretty good kick. Struggled to find it on the catch, but all things being equal, that was a good turn where the Red Devils going to play defense on the Eastside 40. All right, Eastside snaps the ball in the shotgun formation, completes the pass out to the flat. Number 5 makes a couple of people miss, picks up a first down on a gain of about 15 yards. Penalty marker comes in late. Looks like it's going to be a late hit against the Red Devils. Let's go into the referee for the call. It is a late hit. So that marks it all the way to the Red Devil 30. Handoff on the right side is met with resistance by the Red Devils to stop it right at about the line to gain. We're going to call it no gain for 2nd and 10. Eastside has trips to the right side of the formation. Running back takes the handoff off the left-hand side. Picks up a gain of about 2 yards. We're going to be 3rd and medium. It's Eastside is probably going to run it out to the flat like they did in the last time on this formation. Williston defends it beautifully, and that's a pick. Hosky called, turn it back the other way, and the Red Devils take over possession on a beautiful interception, beautifully defended play that they managed to not get tricked on the second time around. The last time that wingback was in the formation, he went across the formation and ran it out to the flat on what it's kind of like an old Bill Belichick special. Let's see if the Red Devils can take the momentum and turn it into points. And Mr. Williams takes the defender for a ride and says, next stop on this ride is for a first down. All right, Williston has split backs with a wing to the left, and a procedure penalty is going to mark us off 5 yards. Make it 1st and 15. Let me get the clock right. But looks like it's going to be a water break timeout. And that reminds me to reset the timeouts from the first half to the second half. Other action tomorrow, LSU Tigers host the UCLA football team, making their way across the country this time. Fighting Irish and Notre Dame take on Miami of Ohio at 3:30. Louisville is going up against Georgia Tech at home at 3:30 as well. Handoff up the middle. Maybe got the line to gain. Maybe got a gain of 1. Let's call it a gain of 1 for 2nd and 14. Split backs in the backfield. Jazzcoff takes a snap. Hands it off to Amarion up the middle. But again, we're just stopped short. 3rd down. We're going to say another gain of 1 for 13 to go. This is usually a situation that sees sprint out bootleg. We've got twin receivers to the left of the formation with a wing. So call it trips. A single back set. Jazzikoff sprints out. Ooh. And is sacked to bring up 4th down.
Player off the field for the round.
Oh. All right, for the injury timeout before the punt on 4th down, where we had a loss of about 4. And the Rams able to make it off the field in his own power. Hopefully we'll hear some good news about the Mr. Ridgeway, who was injured earlier in the game. Ryan's back to punt. Good snap. Oh, the kick takes a big backwards bounce on the Red Devils. So Eastside's going to get what I think is their best starting position of the game on the Williston side of the field. All right, shotgun snap, handoff around the left edge, and he turns on the Jets and gets the corner. Gets all the way down to the Williston 31-yard line. All right, Eastside has trips to the right-hand side of the formation and their running back to the right-hand side of their formation. Quarterback leans in to give a few calls. And little confusion on the handoff leads to what should have been a stop in the backfield, but he breaks out of it for a gain of about 6 yards. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter with the Rams threatening the score. Eastside has twins to the right-hand side of the formation with a tight end and has attacked that edge in that formation twice now. He definitely sped his way around the right-hand side off the block of the tight end to pick up a gain that gets him inside the 10-yard line. Where it's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line. Spread formation with a running back to the left. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. And Eastside has to take a timeout in lieu of the play clock expiring. Oop. All right, folks. So as you might have heard just a little bit ago, the Eastside band is actually going to perform after the game. If you want to see it in the live stream, let me know. There's a little adjustment there. Eastside takes the snap, runs up the middle, and then bounces to the outside, but it's stopped. We're calling it a gain of 2. We're going to have second and goal from the 7. And we've got an offside penalty against the Red Devils. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Repeat a second down.
Now, the distance to the goal. Red Devils. Ball of these players at about the 10. Second down and goal.
Eastside plays a little single wing football to take it in for a touchdown on the run off the left edge. That's going to make it 12-7. We've got an extra point attempt coming up. Based on personnel and formation, it looks like Eastside's going to try to make it 14 by going for a 2-point conversion. And here's the single wing again, where they definitely capture the edge and get 2 points. So with 1:46 remaining in the third quarter, Eastside has taken a 14-7 lead. Eastside looks to really be attacking the edges to take advantage of their speed. Williston Red Devil cheerleaders attempting to fire up the crowd and get the boys in it to try to bring an extra touchdown back to them. And there's a penalty against Eastside assessed 5 yards. Backed up from the kickoff. That has the Red Devil returners sitting at their own 20 instead of their 15 to 10 yard line. And picks it up to about the 35 yard line. And I keep saying about because what it looks like good from here. But we're exactly right on the 35, where it's going to be 1st and 10 Williston, as we're down by 1 possession.
First and 10, Red Devils.
Handoff up the middle. That's well, guys, we're going to get probably a good 25 yards out of this if we can stay out of it a little bit. But we didn't. So most likely we're going to have offsetting personal fouls after the play with a gain of 15 on the penalty that is part of the play. We're going to see if the referees can get it all figured out here. Not exactly sure of the conversation happening at midfield with the coaching staff here. All right, face mask is the call. Then we have unsportsmanlike penalty on both sides. The penalty during the play should result in a 15-yard penalty for the Red Devils. And for some reason, it's worse than. Well, folks, I keep seeing some interest in officiating at the high school level, but maybe that'll get figured out sometime. But that's the second week in a row where just kind of left scratching my head on a officiating decision. All right, we're at 47 seconds remaining. First down is picked up, which brings us to 43 seconds exactly on the clock. And we have another penalty for some reason. It's another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. We have offsetting penalties, but it also looks like one of them has an ejection associated with it, if I was seeing the signal correctly. All right, so the penalty is offset, and we have a lot of time going on about it, but we got split backs. Handoff up the middle is stopped for maybe a gain of half a yard. Mari takes a carry for a first down. Oh, no, that's short of the first down. 9 yards. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to call it 3rd and 1 when we start the 4th quarter. Looking to try to even it up on the other end zone. Guys, I promise you I got a flag button on this scoreboard, but trying to run that thing and all the yellow would have probably been a little more than my thumbs and fingers could handle tonight.
To all of us that are here tonight, Lord, I have to pray for celebration in your operation. God, support our student families, church families, and all the fans
If you're
and bands
watching the 4th
that are
quarter
part
from one of
of
our streams,
our
we appreciate you. Make sure to tell your
Thank
fellow friends and family who are Williston Red Devil football fans that we're trying to build
you.
it, trying to give you a good product. We got a horizontal stream and a vertical stream tonight. If you're on the vertical stream, it's just a simulcast of the horizontal stream. So we're trying to keep it centered up for you there. And that shows us a big game. And the Williston fans want a flag, and I don't blame them. Late enough hit out of bounds to throw them into our pop-up tent over there. But it definitely was enough for the first down. All right, guys, I'm going to focus a little bit more on keeping the action centered up right here and tell you what's happening. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 inside the 30-yard line after a gain of 4. Red Devils are coming in a line with split backs and a wing to the left. Wide receiver split far to the right, almost right on the Eastside sideline. But there goes Jamari up the middle. He picks up a big Red Devil first down. Give him credit to the 18-yard line. Devils are in the huddle, driving down the field. Got a couple of personnel changes. Guys call brings him to the line. Same formation, but with the strong side to the left and the wing back to the right. Makes the handoff up the middle, gives it on the end around, and we get 6. What a play. That was Boise State Statue of Liberty style, and we're getting another flag. But honestly, that celebration penalty might be worth it, boys. Red Devil faithful are not too happy about it. Trying to see the call in from the still not sure of the entire conversation happening here. It is a touchdown. It is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
which will be assessed on the kickoff.
The enforcement will be assessed on the kickoff. We'll see if it's enforced the same way that it was last week in Zephyr Hills, but good snap, good hold, and the kick is straight through to tie it up at 14 apiece. All right, folks, we've got a tight one here at Eastside, Rams, Citizen Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're accessible of Austin, the first guys of the field, you are
Red Devils should be kicking off from the 25-yard line.
Please have a seat in the stadium. We're going along the finish line. Have a seat in the stadium.
Well,
This is another one. If you are standing along the fence, please have a seat in the stadium. Both sides of the field.
all right, Ryan tees it up on the 25. Red Devils have all 3 timeouts. Eastside has 2 as Ryan kicks it off. Gets it into about the 20-yard line, and big hit is made to stop them at just shy of midfield.
Kyle Williams is standing along the fence. He's right down the two ends of the stand. Don't get out of the field. Thank you. 13 no, still 3.
Eastside's got that same strong side formation. They're attempting to get the edge. We turn it back in and have overcorrected. And the Eastside is going to take this one to distance.
First down, Eastside is running.
Eastside's lined up to kick an extra point to try to make it 21-14. And good snap, good hold, good kick makes it 21-14 with just a few seconds off in the quarter there. Real curious if anybody made any predictions in the comments or on Facebook for the second half, but I definitely would not have seen it shaken out quite like this. Score-wise, sure, just how we're getting it. No shot, no shot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is very special ladies in the house. Please call them.
Eastside kicks it off. Short kick fielded around the 20 on the bounce, but we're not able
Right
to
down to the
generate much
22
of a
yard line.
return.
Carried by number 13 for Williston. Clear through 10. Now back to that shot.
Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout.
And you have a hurt player for the Rams on the field. We'll have to wait.
All right, after the injury timeout, Red Devils will take over possession first and 10.
Good. Number 5, next freshman. The left is freshman. Sophomore, Bobby Jackson. Great for the Ferguson. Lauren Barnes. Missionary Clark. Simon Green.
Red Devils have split backs and run up the middle by Mari Williams. Gains about 2 yards.
We are there. We want to be.
Second down, about 8 yards to go.
Who's living your Bradley? Next, we are that one. Now, Higgins. Nine of benefits. Gathering on Kenny Williams.
And we get the corner.
Mariah.
Ooh, that's a horse collar. Horse collar face mask looking tackle there. Comes at the end of the first down run. Mario carrying people up the middle on those runs for another first down carry. Red Devils are at their 45-yard line and driving after 2 consecutive first down runs.
Thank you so much, God. Thank you, friend.
Hand off up the middle on trap play. It's taken for 4 yards. Second down and 6. We're under 9 minutes remaining in the game.
Yes, sir.
Wing to the right. 2 backs up. And there's a fumble. Picked up and recovered by Williston. Lots of late contact that's not called. We're going to be about 2-yard loss. Yeah, 2-yard loss. Make it 3rd and 8 with 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Gain of about 4 up the middle. Feels like this is 4 down territory for the Red Devils. Seven minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Red Devils take a timeout in lieu of delay a game penalty. We're still on fourth down. Down 7. That's our first timeout of the second half charged to us. All right, pivotal fourth down in the game for the Red Devils. Tight split on the wing. And we're going to be a yard and a half short of the first down. The Rams are going to take over on downs. All right, the Rams have trips out to the left-hand side with a run up the middle that gets about 3 yards. Under 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, with the Rams up 7, 21-14 over the Red Devils. Officials timeout. Looks like some equipment got tangled up. Rams line up with trips to the left-hand side of the formation, the running back to the right of the QB. Handoff up the middle is stopped for a loss of about half a yard.
Number 6 on the court for the Rams, Daniel on the plays. Bring up third down.
This looks like an official timeout for water break with less than 6 minutes to go. Rams are facing 3rd and long from exactly midfield. Booster Club made sure to post a thank you to Capital City Bank and Todd Etheridge for sponsoring the pregame meal. Deacons of New Hope Missionary Baptist Church for sponsoring the postgame meal. And then Elizabeth Camper for providing the dessert into the Varsity cheerleaders for Main Creek. 3rd and long. Run to the left edge. And the Red Devils have figured out that tight end formation with the run to the outside. First 2 times they saw it, did not fare that well. That time they stopped it for a gain of about 4. It's 4th and 3 with a decision coming for the Rams.
Yeah.
5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I think they're about to take a delay of game in order to punt a feet. It does. There's 5 seconds left on the play clock and under 5 minutes on the game clock. Well, they take a timeout. So with 4 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock here in the stadium, and the Rams facing a 4th and 3. Burn a timeout to discuss what their next plan is.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of tonight's broadcast. It is praying for the goodness of the Lord who is not the private team, neither Satan the sand, or follow whatever other directions are given by the Gainesville Police Department. Please do not follow the areas around either dressing room. Directions will be given to you following. You keep everybody safe. Talking about
All right, Red Devil fans, I know you might be at home, but if you want to get loud, I don't blame you. It's 4th and 3 on the punt here. They're doing a little bit of moving around in the formation. Looks like they want to try to draw the Red Devils offside, and it doesn't work. They get a delay of game penalty instead. So back them up 5. Give us 5 yards extra to work on offense.
Again, no matter who will block us, who will call the counts. Don't allow them, but they want to put you out there, please. Don't down of the plan.
Good snap. And we're going to have to take it 95 yards.
4 minutes, 46 seconds left. Third and 10.
If you want to try to tie or win this ball game in regulation.
Once again, we'd like to say thank you so much to everyone that came out to enjoy this great contest between
For you baseball fans, Marlins just beat the Braves 4-3. In case you're keeping up with the Braves wild card chances this year. All right, 2 timeouts, 95 yards, 7 points. That's our math problem here. And we're going to make it a tough for Eastside problem if we want to try to run the ball down and even it up or win it in regulation. But Jazikov throws it out to the flat, completes the pass, gains close to 10 yards. We're going to call it 2nd and 1. I'll agree to disagree, right? Wing to the right, split back for classic wing T. And pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage, intended for the flat. Clock was stopped with 4 minutes and 2 seconds and gives us 3rd down and short. And we take the handoff up the middle and get the 1st down. Clock will stop as they move the chain. 3 minutes, 55 seconds. And we're out to our 20-yard line with 2 timeouts remaining. And a drive that wants a touchdown needs a starter, and a 1st down is a great way to have it.
No 15 Red Devil. Call it on the 20-yard line.
And toss on a sweep. Makes a couple moves. Gains about 2 after it's all said and done.
For the Red Devils.
Clock is running, though. We're at 2nd down and long with 3 minutes, 15 seconds. We need a little urgency in the huddle and running up to the line to execute the play. Pass completed short towards the middle of the field.
On the top for the round.
Clock is still running. Under 3 minutes remaining. 3rd and 5 from the 25-yard line.
3rd down 5.
2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining on the clock. Jazikov in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks towards the middle of the field, and it's incomplete and intercepted on the deflection.
Pass is incomplete. Pass is intercepted by the Lions. And that will be 1st and 10 Eastside.
Eastside's going to take over possession with 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the game with the ball on the Red Devil 31-yard line. Maybe the Red Devils have some magic up their sleeve, something like a scoop and score, but 1st down run for another 1st down isn't exactly a way to try to make that happen after a gain of about 12 yards. 1st and 10 from just inside the Red Devil red zone. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining on the clock. Red Devils still have 2 timeouts in their pocket. Eastside comes out in a spread formation with 2 receivers on each side of the formation. And a handoff up the middle. Stop for a gain of about 3 yards. And the Red Devils burn one of those timeouts with 1 minute, 43 seconds remaining. Well, I know you might be disappointed with the results tonight, but being here in person, it shows good execution against a very athletic team that's played physical all night. The boys have executed well along the offensive line and trying to run the ball and attack the middle of that defense. They've been quick to make some adjustments on defense, like to that tight end formation, or the tight end being brought into the spread formation and running around the outside edge.
Second down, 7.
We got trips to the left side of the formation, running back to the right. A couple of hard counts trying to get some free yardage out of the Red Devils, but they stay right there for it. And we got a run up the middle on the inside zone. A flag coming into play. So the clock's going to stop after that run with 1:37 remaining while we get that call, and it's a holding call. So stop the clock, back it up 10 yards, and do it again. The only loss on that play for the Red Devils is 6 seconds. Back them up to the 27-yard line. Actually, 26-yard line, maybe 27.
1 minute, 37 seconds left. In the game.
So penalty act for the 3 timeout for the Red Devils. Eastside's got trips to the left again, inside zone. I think that's been 50, 60% of the offense tonight, and have a feeling we're going to see a lot of laundry, probably an ejection or 2. Let's see what happens with the call. Offsetting penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on both sides. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. Still second down. There's now another penalty that's been thrown. You've got one initial call of unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Devils. Now, we've got something going on the Eastside side of the field. Looks like it's only unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Devils, so they'll mark off 15 yards, and we'll see if it's an automatic first down.
Fans, please, after the game, please remain in the stadium. Do not crowd around the team locker room. You will be asked or escorted away.
We're still in the middle of an injury timeout. All right, let's get back to playing some football. We've got 3rd and 4 with a minute 30 remaining. And we got a stoppage in play for a man ejection. Inside zone taken for about 7 yards to pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Rams from the 8-yard line with 1 minute 15 seconds remaining. Under a minute remaining on the game clock, about 15 seconds on the play clock. 1st and goal. Looks like a victory formation.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to say thank you for
Looks
all
like
of
there'll
your
be one
support
snap
of
remaining in the ball game.
Eastside as certainly around
We've got
football.
second and goal
Guys,
from
you'll be tonight,
about the
please
12-yard
remember,
line after the
like
initial
to drink
victory
the tea,
formation.
most very to the fans, and
And the kneel
not just
down
the like the
is going
as
to
other
run out the
teams,
clock on this game
other
where
teams.
Eastside
Following
has
tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen,
emerged victorious against the Red Devils
the
21 to
Eastside High
14.
School Market they performed a halftime show after the game and after the teams cleared the field. Please do not congregate around the players' dressing room.
Looks like in the aftermath of everything going on, we got a few handshakes at midfield and what could be the birth of a new rivalry. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. Please let me know if you saw something in the stream that we want to correct for next time. It was our first attempt at a vertical stream, so let me know how that went. Whether or not it would fill up your phone screen when you turn it around and held it right side up instead of sideways. Felt like tonight we had a good setup for picture quality and sound, but I'm open to all suggestions. And if anybody wants to volunteer to help, I could definitely use a little help with a scoreboard operator. I'm definitely interested in color commentary. We've asked a couple of guests to come on to do color commentary for us. So if you have any ideas or anybody that might be interested, make sure to reach out to me. The email address for the station is robert.mack@willistonsportstation.com. You can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever it's called now. I read the comments on YouTube. I appreciate you guys participating. I saw Mario shouting out that he's looking forward to some early 2000s game film, so I got you there. I want to wish all the boys a safe trip back to Williston, as we also want to see the good recovery for Mr. Ridgway's injury. Not exactly sure what that is or the expectation on his return, but definitely want a speedy recovery and good health for that young man. And that's going to be it for us tonight. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much, and go Red Devils.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your cooperation.